Hello, curious adventurers. Today, we're setting off on an awesome expedition to uncover the wonders of the incredible African continent. Let's buckle up for an adventure filled with discovery and loads of fun. Africa is the second largest continent. It lies between the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. To the north is the Mediterranean Sea, and to the south is the Southern Ocean. Madagascar is a big island in the Indian Ocean. 70% of Madagascar's plants and animals are found nowhere else in the world. This is because the wildlife developed on the island, cut off from the rest of the world. Africa has 54 countries, more than any of the other continents. Africa has large animal reserve parks like the Serengeti, Masai Mara, and Kruger. The reserves are home to wildlife such as lions, rhinos, zebra, and elephants. The Nile River, ancient lifeline and longest river. At the heart of Africa flows the Nile River, a lifeline that has nurtured civilizations for centuries. Stretching over 6,650 kilometers, the Nile is the longest river in the world and a vital source of water and fertility, shaping the course of history and culture. Where does it flow? The Nile River is like a ribbon that stretches across Africa. It starts way down in the mountains and highlands of East Africa. It travels through countries like Uganda, Sudan, and Egypt, and finally meets the Mediterranean Sea. Now, here's the cool part. The Nile River was like a super special friend to the people of ancient Egypt. They built their cities and farms along its banks because the river gave them everything they needed. When the Nile flooded every year, it left behind rich soil that made the land perfect for growing yummy food. Farmers planting crops near the Nile farmers would wait for the Nile's floodwaters to come and go. When the waters went away, they would plant seeds in the mud. The sun and the water would work together to make the plants grow big and strong. That's how they grew delicious crops like wheat, barley, and veggies. But that's not all. The Nile River is also connected to the famous pyramids of Egypt. Ancient Egyptians used the river to transport huge stones and materials to build these incredible pyramids that still stand tall today. The northern part is covered by Earth's largest desert, the Sahara. The Sahara Desert is like a huge sandbox with heaps of sand dunes that stretch really far. It's the biggest hot desert on our planet, covering a big piece of Africa. During the daytime, it gets super-duper hot as an oven. But when the sun goes away, the desert gets chilly, even cold sometimes. This sandy place isn't empty, though. Clever animals like camels and desert foxes find ways to live here, and at night, the sky turns into a twinkling show of stars, fantastic wildlife. Imagine meeting the Big Five: lions, elephants, rhinos, leopards, and buffaloes on a safari adventure. Africa is their home, and it's where they live freely. Oh, and did you know that giraffes have super long necks to reach yummy leaves high in the trees? Diverse cultures. In Africa, there are so many different groups of people, each with their own special ways of doing things. From dancing to drumming, every culture has unique traditions that make it special. People wear colorful clothes and create beautiful art that tells stories from long ago. Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's majestic crown. Mount Kilimanjaro is Africa's tallest mountain, standing proud and tall like a giant among hills. It's special because its peak wears a snowy cap, covered in ice and frost. Imagine a huge frozen hat on top of a mountain. This mountain is a bit different from others. You don't need fancy climbing gear like ropes and hooks. Climbing Kilimanjaro is like a long walk uphill, but a really, really tall hill. When you reach the very top, it's like standing above the world, looking down from a sea of clouds. People travel from all around the world to see this incredible mountain, and some even try to reach its icy peak. Mount Kilimanjaro is like a natural wonder, a majestic symbol of Africa's beauty. Amazing, isn't it? Facts about Mount Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro is in Tanzania, a country in Africa. It's about 5,895 meters, 19,341 feet. Tall, that's super high. There are different paths to climb, each with its own sights and challenges. The mountain has 5 different climate zones as you climb higher. The snowy top is called the Uhuru Peak. Climbing Kilimanjaro can be a big adventure, but it's important to be prepared and take it slow. Our journey continues, so stay curious, keep learning, and let's explore more amazing things together. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos.